Today I'm doing the Anything But Books tag. Hi guys, and welcome back to Lady Jane Books. Today I have a very exciting video. I was tagged by David's Book Reviews to do the Anything But Books tag. And this looks so much fun and I can't wait to dive into the questions. But before we do, I want to give a sincere thank you to David from David's Books Reviews. He has been incredibly supportive of my channel, and he's very supportive of all the smaller booktube channels that are trying to grow. And I think that's amazing, and that's something I aspire to be when this channel gets a little bit bigger. So I want to give a sincere thank you to David, not only for the tag, but also for all his support. Check out his channel. He has some really interesting videos. Okay, let's dive into the tag. Number 1. Name a cartoon you love. For this, I wanted to answer Rugrats, but Flipping Pages already said that, and I'm trying to be a little original. So my second runner-up would definitely be Hey Arnold. I love that show with Arnold and all his friends and talking about really actually serious issues, but doing it in a fun way. So that one was my kind of guilty pleasure that I would love to watch Hey Arnold. And Helga with her gum shrine of Arnold's head was a little much, but I kind of loved it. And they had the best Halloween episodes, I have to say. They had the greatest Halloween, like the Headless Horseman episode, and it was so much fun. That was cool. They did that really well. I also loved Rocko's Modern Life. Does anyone remember that? Because I remember watching it when I was really little, and I didn't realize until relatively recently that that is a very adult cartoon in many ways, and a lot of the jokes went over my head, but I thought it was so fun. Number 2, what is your favorite song right now? Okay, I'm a total Swiftie. I love Taylor. I love Taylor Swift. I love her music. She does great. And off of folklore, I really am enjoying The Last Great American Dynasty. I like the beat of it. I like the story. I like how she's using a real life story of hers and the person who owned her house before her to make new pop art or alternative albums. I'm not really sure. I just like the music, guys. And I absolutely just love the aesthetic of this crazy woman living in this beautiful mansion and spending all her money on ballet and boys. Life goals. I feel like that's a vibe that I could live up to, definitely. Live in a Newport mansion? Yes. Yes. I'd have just an entire library full of books. Ooh, that's good. It's good. And spend all my money on the ballet and boys. Yeah. Number 3. What can you do for hours that is not reading? Is this a trick question? Maybe that was just me, I don't know. My PG rated answer to this. I'm a very creative person, so I like doing things where there's a result. And I do odd little things like knitting, and I'm teaching myself how to sew, and I crochet, and basically do all those grandma activities. I've done that since I was 12, and it used to be super nerdy back in the day, but now it's really cool and hipster, so I was just ahead of my time. So recently I've gotten really into sewing, and I'm trying to learn dressmaking. So summer dresses or the 1950s style dresses and wrap dresses. And so when I first got the sewing machine, I could spend literally from morning to night just sewing and learning how to cut a pattern and about seam allowances and all that good stuff. So definitely sewing and dressmaking. Number 4, what is something you love doing that your followers would be surprised about? I actually love everything that has to do with motion. I have danced since I was 2 years old. I love dancing. I love learning different types of dances, and that's really branched out recently. I take ballet classes. Pre-COVID, I take This is all pre-COVID, and hopefully when studios open up again, I can get back into it. But I take ballet classes, Zumba classes, I've taken tap dance lessons, ballroom lessons. And recently I've gone into Lyra, which is the aerial hoop. It's that hula hoop looking type of apparatus that hangs from the ceiling, and then you like hoist yourself up on it and then do all these spins and positions. And I'm just getting into that now. I can't wait until the studios open back up so I can get to practicing. But yeah, that's been my new like hobby. Number 5, what is your favorite unnecessary and specific thing to learn about? Serial killers? No, but I do like hearing stories about true crime. I watched that show Cold Justice a lot. I love those type of small town, unsolved mystery type of crimes, and learning about modern technology and how it can be applied to those cases. I love looking at, really famous historical crime cases, really creepy, gruesome things. I love that. All my subscribers are like, I don't know about this girl. But I like hearing about the victim stories and about what happened and solving the crimes. So that's my favorite unnecessary thing to learn about. Number 6, what is something unusual that you know how to do? See, I have a problem with this question because I feel like in my mind, the strangest, weirdest things are completely usual. So, like, I just answered a question about serial killers without batting an eyelash, guys. Like, I don't know if the word unusual really applies to me because it's me. I don't know. That's a good one. Unusual. I've already talked about dressmaking, which I'm just learning about now. Knitting. I can knit. I can sing pretty well. I like to sing. I'll go with singing. It's not unusual, but I know how to sing, and pretty well, I might add. Second hair flip of the video. I do jazz hands pretty well. Number 7, name something you made in the last year and show us if it's possible. Okay, so I've mentioned that I'm learning how to sew and I'm learning dressmaking. So instead of like learning to sew on something that's pretty simple, like a pillowcase or a small purse or something, I made this. I don't think you're ready for it though. That's the thing. Prepare yourself for the most ugly piece of clothing you have ever laid eyes on. Ready? Drum roll, please. Ta-da! Yeah, it's not pretty. This was actually the very first dress I ever made. I got cheap fabric, thinking that it would be good to work with, but I did not calculate the ugly factor. Nope. This thing, nope. It was supposed to be a nice like holiday dress. It turned out to be like a school uniform, but way more ugly. So that's my Frankenstein's creation. Number 8, tell us something you think about often. World domination? What? Number 9, tell us something that is your favorite. Right now, I'm really into TV shows. I am dying for the new season of Peaky Blinders. Thomas Shelby is my spirit animal. I love his vibe. I love his energy. I love his attitude towards life. So I need to make sure he stays the head guy in charge. I need to make sure he still has his crown in the next season. So I'm thinking about that a lot. And I love Cillian Murphy, so like that's not a bad thing. He's good. He's one of my favorite actors. So I think about him a lot too. I've also really want to catch up on The Alienist. I absolutely love the first season, and I know they came out with the second season, but I've only seen the first 2 episodes. And my family keeps getting after me that I have to watch the whole thing because they've seen it and they want to discuss it with me, but I haven't seen it yet, so they can't talk about it without spoiling it. So I think about watching that and what's going to happen. At number 10, say the first thing that pops into your head. And that's the tea. And that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Hi guys, and welcome back to Lady Jane Books. Today I have the... What do I have? What do I do? What am I doing here? What are we all doing here? What are we doing here? What are any of us doing here on this planet, at this time, in this universe? I watch and I really think, ooh, tea time. So for this one, I wanted to answer Rugrats, but Flipping Pages already said that, and I'm trying to be original. Whoa, look at that hair. Oh. I should look in the mirror more often. And Helga with her gum, probably it was like a gum altar or something? I'm not sure. I don't remember. It was the shape of his head though. Shrine, that's what it is. I should be the one in the Newport mansion, spending all my money on ballet and boys. I take ballet classes, well, pre-COVID, I take ballet classes that hang from the, Number 5, what is your favorite? No, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Anyway.